Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Hey traders, John Howell here. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about what's going on in the markets right now. Just another market update on what's going on. And just continue to flow with the silver and gold and the stock market itself as well too. And also going to be covering some really interesting things that most traders have wrong when it comes to trading these markets, and it's so important that you don't get your knickers in a knot. Bit of a hint there. But anyway, let's get straight into it, guys. If you haven't done so yet, guys, then you can grab a free trial to my entire Master Trader Lab. I've got all the different trading courses. If you go to mastertraderlab.com, you can see that I'm running a special, and also you can grab a free trial to test it all out. If you are struggling with your trading right now, you need help with some of the foundational stuff or the chart reading or trading systems, the mindset, interviews, all that sort of stuff, it's in there, okay? You can spend thousands of dollars, but you just go get access to that, and that will start to get you on the right path to actually start to move forward in the markets and really start to understand how to read these markets, trade these markets, move forward. Whether you are swing trading or whether you are day trading, the foundation chart reading strategies, they're all the same thing, really. So let's actually continue on with this, with the market update now, guys. The thing about the markets is that I would do a video, and like for the last few weeks, so I do a video and I say a breakout is coming. Now, guys, when I say a breakout is coming, a breakout can be a breakout doesn't mean up, right? It just means it's breaking out. It could be breaking out of a triangle pattern. It could be breaking out of a support pattern. A breakout doesn't mean break up, right? Big move up means big move up, or break down means break down, right? But a breakout means just that. And so it's so important that when you're trading these markets, that you have a flexibility to you. You flow with the markets. Don't be so rigid with these markets, because you can't, right? You can't be one-sided. You got to be neutral when you're looking at these markets, and then let the market tell you what's going on. So in the last few days, I've put out videos saying that there's a breakout coming, and I don't know what it is. No one does, right? I was saying, is this a ascending triangle pattern? If it is, then we're likely to see a break up and out. I don't know whether it is or not. Or is it a double top, and are we going to break past previous lows? I don't know that. No one does, right? So I see a lot of people, I can see who's really bearish and who's bullish, right? So people that are bearish these markets, they're like, double top, the market's going to die. And then, and then the people that are really bullish, they're like, ascending triangle, it's going to break up. Guys, if you are actively trading these markets, you've got to stay neutrally. You got to stay neutral and let the market tell you what's going on, okay? So when I say a breakout's coming, a breakout is coming. That means it could either, and this is where it's waiting for the market to tell you a good time to get in, and then jumping on that. Well, really, you should be only jumping in once you have a setup in place. But when the breakout, the market is indecision right now. We're not breaking up to new highs, but we're not breaking down to new lows or right now. So what's likely to happen? Are we likely to continue up from here? Are we likely to turn? Is this likely to be some sort of ascending triangle pattern? And if it is, then we're likely to continue filling in. And then this is the if scenarios, guys. Okay, if we break up, this is an ascending triangle pattern, then 29,000-30,000 Dow is likely to happen. That's the if scenarios, guys, okay? Be flexible with the markets. If we do start to get something like this, then it's going to give us a lower high. That is what we need, right? We need to wait. We know not to jump in. We don't know what's going to happen. That's the way we do, right? We wait for confirmation. We wait. If we start to get this lower high, then we're likely to run back down to here, okay? So over the last few days, I've said a breakout is coming, and then I said, in yesterday's video, I also talked about that warning, a sharp sell-off could be happening, if exactly what I just said there, right? And so it's really, really, really important, guys, that you be flexible with the markets, okay? Flow. Don't be so rigid with these markets, and stop being right or wrong with these markets, right? It's like, you're right, I'm wrong, and all that sort of stuff. Like, no, the videos that I put out are exactly that. They're saying, I have no idea what tomorrow's going to be, but what is the chart telling me now? Is this an ascending triangle pattern, or is it a double top and are we going to start to break new lows? The market will tell us eventually. We just have to keep listening to it. All right. So you guys with the knickers in or not, which means just get that knot out of your knicker. But with that being said, if we have a look at this, is this some sort of overall bigger picture, right? Is this some sort of, I don't know, megaphone, a triangle pattern, as you can see, right? We're squeezing up into here and we're squeezing up into here. So there's a lot of patterns that are forming right now where we are right now. There's a lot of volatility, a lot of things that could be forming, and the market eventually will start to tell us what's going on, and then we can go move forward with that, okay? So don't be trying to think that you know what's going to happen. Step back, wait for confirmation. If you're going to trade the markets, you need to wait for confirmation. What is your confirmation? Whatever the confirmation is for you, okay? But don't be jumping in here thinking you definitely know it's going to run up to new highs, because you don't. Don't be jumping in here because you think it's going to run down to new lows, because you don't. All right? So it's so important that you look at these markets like that. Otherwise, you're going to keep losing money, because if you're not waiting for confirmation, then you're gambling. And guys, the number one trade amongst all the successful traders, and what's made me successful in the markets, is that I don't just hope this is a good trade. Like, no, I know this is a good trade. Okay? So that's what we're looking at there. Same for the S&P 500, right? So S&P 500, same sort of thing, right? This is the weekly. Look at this S&P 500. Look at squeezing up and squeezing up. Now, this is, again, guys, if we start to break these lows through here, like on the S&P 500, if we this is squeezing up and squeezing up, and if we start to break out, I'm not saying it's going to, I don't know, okay, but if it does, okay, if it does, if it does, then that tells me if we start to break past 2,800, then that tells me, okay, cool, we're broken out of this megaphone, triangle pattern, whatever you're going to call it. That tells me now it's bearish in the markets and we're likely to continue down. But guess what? It may not do that even if it does break out. So that's why you've got to have good risk management in place. Because if you're trying to load up on one trade, trying to be a hoo-ha and right, wrong, and I'm going to make a lot of money in this one trade, please don't do that, okay? Please don't do that. And so that's what we're seeing through there right now, guys. Okay, we can see this is the daily chart. Really, really, really interesting right now. And the more we see this here, the more it's looking very, very, very top heavy for me. Again, for me, guys, I'm gonna let the market tell me. Okay, I'm not smarter than the market, but I'll let the market tell me. If we continue to do this, and then we start to get a breakdown below this sort of, especially this low through here, 2,850. If we start to get that through there, breaking out this level there, then this whole level through here, this thing through here, which is called white space, we're probably likely to fill that pretty quickly within, say, a week or so. Now, I'm not saying it's guaranteed. There is no guarantees. All right, niggas that are not people. So that's what we're looking at through there. Okay, guys. So just be careful of that. Be watching out for that. And again, guys, our job as traders is to stay a neutral position every single day. Neutral. And then let the market tell you, okay, what's happening right now? Is this bullish or is this bearish? Not based on what you think, but what is the market telling you, okay? So let's continue on here now with we'll go through to gold, silver first. So silver's actually we're still making this sort of small little pullback here with silver. The thing that's happening with silver right now is that I don't see silver pulling back too much compared to gold. Okay, so silver's like we're likely to continue down a little bit more through here, but I do believe we're likely to start to pick back up around this 1650, 17 level. Once we do start to break, we're probably likely to go for another run in. And then also looking at gold. Gold has continued to roll over through here. We can start to see on this weekly chart, right? We can start to see that gold is just nicely pulling back through here. So again, I probably don't see too much of a pullback happening with gold and silver because we're getting that right now. Let me go to this one here. All right, let me go to this one here. All right, so we're getting that pullback right now. So I don't see too much of a pullback, but we do know we're in this sort of a pullback phase right now. It's resting phase, very volatile, very unpredictable. You don't want to be trading when there's very unpredictable sideways phase, right? Because it goes up, it goes down, and so on and so forth. So the best time to be getting into gold is when we start to break up and out of this whole sideways range through here. Make sense, guys? So that's what we're looking at through there, and that's what I'm seeing through there, guys. When it comes to trading and when it comes to you looking at these markets. Now, guys, I want to stress something that I was talking with my private clients today. I did a coaching call with them, and I want to talk to you about the long-term journey of your success in the markets comes down to your ability of really, and it comes down to really two things. Even if you pick shit trades, right? Shit trades, it comes down to your risk management and trade management, which really comes down to your emotional management. Now, what I mean by that? Now, what I mean by this is that even if you're picking shit trades, you could be 50-50 right and still do well. All right. So, for example, what I mean by that is that I look at some of my recent losing trades. I had one trade which was a 10% loss. Let me just so one trade was a 10% loss, one trade was a 20% loss, and I think I had one trade which was a 16% loss. Okay, I'm looking at some of my losses that I've had over the last week or so. So I've had these losing trades here, okay? So, but why were these 10% loss? That's not on my account, by the way, guys. That's on the investment. I trade 5% of my trade, so that 10% is of that 5%, okay? So here's the thing, right? Is that your success in the market comes down to really, this is a foundational rule, whether no matter what system you trade, you want to try to incorporate this as much as possible. So I had 10% loss, 20% loss, 16% loss of the 5%, okay? So if you look at that there, we're looking at what? We're looking at 30, 40, say, call it 50% loss. With me so far? 50% loss. Now, here's the thing, right? I had some of those losses, and guess what? What am I doing here? I'm keeping it small, keeping it small, keeping it small. Now, I recently had a trade, right? I recently had a trade that gave me just under 20% profit. I'm in a trade right now that's a 60+% profit. Now, do you see what I'm saying through there? Right? Now, yes, some of these trades I took here, I shouldn't have taken because they were shit trades. And it was actually a mistake on my behalf. Like, I really shouldn't have taken those trades. But what saved my ass and what still keeps me in profit is what? My ability to cut these short when I know I shouldn't be in them. And these trades, this one I'm already out because it was that time to get out. But this one here is 60%. That's still going right now. So that could turn into 100%, 200%, 300% profit. But as you can see, right, if I close down all my positions right now, as I speak right now, if I close them all down, I would be up, right? What this here, call it, actually that was 30, say 45%, call it 45% loss, right? And then 60, 70, 80, right? And then there's basically an 80% profit there. Right, so we're looking at a 35% gain, call it whatever. Call it even a 20% gain on my account, even after brokerage and all that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? Like I'm not exactly sure of the numbers there, but it's probably more like 25, 30% there after all brokerage and so on and so forth. Do you see what I'm saying there, right? Now, no matter what system you're trading, this is the foundation. Now, what is this? This is me trading the market, and I'm a trader, right? So I trade the markets. I have good risk management. I don't know whether this is going to be a losing trade or not, so I cut it short when it's not working out for me. And the trades that are working out for me, I just let them run, let them go. And as you can see, right, like in this scenario through here, I could actually have 3 losing trades, which some of these trades I shouldn't have taken. I could have 3 losing trades and then this profit over here and still be basically at break even or actually slightly in profit. That's the way you win at this game. It's not about being right or wrong. Throw that right or wrong bullshit out the window, guys, because it's never about that. It's about having good risk management, protecting your account. When you get into the trade, if it's not working out for you, you say, that's it, done, bing, bing, gone, right? Gone. This one here, not working, gone. This one here, gone. This one here, gone. Mean the trade, right? So it's not, trading is never about loading up a position. And then guess what? This one over here, well, it's working out for me, right? And it's a continuing move. So there's no reason for me to stop. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. You know what I mean? And this is something I was doing my coaching call with my private clients this morning. And, and I was talking to them, and it's like, this is what you need to be doing if you seriously want to be getting ahead of the markets. This is one of the skills. So even if you do, like I did recently, start to take a couple of shit trades when I shouldn't have, how do you still protect yourself in those emotional or uncertain times, or there's times where you just have where you take some trades? How do you protect yourself in a way where you can still do well overall? See, it's never about one trade, guys. Okay, never, ever, ever about one trade. Now, if you're interested in becoming a weekly coaching client where you learn my number one trading strategy and also get my weekly coaching and daily coaching as well too, start straight away and ends at the end of next year. If you're interested in that, then email me at howell, HOWELL, trader@gmail.com, and I'll send you all the details to that. So guys, I hope you can see that the whole thing about what we do here, right? The foundational rules to your success comes down to this one ability to, if you get into the trade, being flexible with the market. And I started off this session today with that one thing, being flexible. Whether you're reading the market and see what the Dow Jones is doing, or whether you're actually trading the markets and you're getting out of these positions that you're getting in out. The ability is that when you get into the trade, don't be so tied to that one trade. I need this trade to make money. Wrong. And then what do? You take basically 10 trades, and then after 10 trades, that's when you record them. You record the trades, so record them in a spreadsheet or whatever, and then you review, and then you improve. Record, review, and improve. Again, it's a process that I take my clients through. So after 10 trades, you say to yourself, okay, what do I need to improve on now after 10 trades? Is it my trade selection? Do I need to increase that? Is it my money management? Am I putting too much on some trades, so on and so forth? Am I not consistent with money management? Or is it my trade management? Look, because, hindsight's 20/20, but we can look back over those trades and see what we could do better. And then you pick maybe one or two things that you can do better. And then for the next 20 trades, or for the next 10 trades, guess what? Now you're focused on, it might be trade selection you want to be focused on. For the next trade, you focus on taking much, much better quality trades, because your trade management, money management might be better. And this is the foundation. This is the mindset stuff, guys, right? That helps you get long-term. Because, guys, as you can see, right, like the most successful traders on this planet never get every single trade right. And making money on a trade doesn't mean you will, just because you make money on a trade doesn't mean you were right. Take that black coat off and throw it out the window, right? Take your ego and throw it out the window, because it's not about you being right. Just because I make money and some people don't, doesn't make me right. What makes me right is that the way that even if I do take some shit trades, I know how to protect myself. So long term, my account can still slowly grow. Now, it'd be growing a lot quicker if I didn't take those shit trades, right? And that's where I need to look at. And I know that when I'm getting close to a basket of my last 20 trades, and I can start to look at that. I'll start to look at, okay, well, it's last 20 trades or even last 10 trades. What do I need to I'm reviewing it, but what do I need to improve on? What is I'm doing? Am I still being very inconsistent of taking these different trades? Am I sticking to one plan? Am I not? Am I good with how am I good with my money management? How am I good with protecting my account if this one trade is not doing well for me? And also trade management. And this here, guys, is the foundation. This is the mindset stuff to help you getting ahead. Most people don't want to focus this stuff, guys, but this is what, if you're serious about these markets, you're serious about getting involved with these markets, then that's what you're going to do. If not, guys, then you're going to be part of the statistics, which is majority of people look left, look right, and majority of these people that you look, 90% of the people, I would say, maybe more. When you look left, look right, and the 90% of the people that are watching my videos today are not going to watch it this time next year, because they would have been blown out of the markets, because they simply don't follow the process. They force it, they rush it, they try to put more money on one account, and bam, 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 and they lose it. And then they just say, oh, the market's rigged, blah, blah, blah. They took my money, all that sort of stuff. No, you're just a shit trader.